It's Morning Talk on News Talk 1250 KBRF, brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. Now, here's Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop.
Good Monday morning. It is 10 after 9. Hoping everybody's having a great start to your day. As looks like this week's going to be a little warmer. Kind of looking forward to that. 35 today's high, 36 tomorrow. Dropping down to 14 Wednesday. Snow coming in for the end of the week. So we can always look forward to that. I mean, obviously, we've lost a lot of snow over the last couple days, but it is kind of nice that we're going to be getting a little bit of that snow back. And it's going to be kind of fun as we kind of move in through the end of the week and seeing a bit of that snow return, as a lot of people need it for snowmobiling and some of the other fun activities that are going on. So, again, a chance to see some snow coming up this weekend.
Okay, well, I don't know about you, but I think that would be nice. And I know people love this 35-degree stuff, but, oh, gosh, this is not winter, people.
No, it's not.
And I'm saying all that, of course, because, you know, we've got grandkids who love ice fishing and snowmobiling, and, this continued warm weather sure wreaks havoc on both of those things. And again, we think of the people who make their living by selling that equipment or having ski resorts and that sort of thing. You know, those are the people that we think of when we have so little snow. So I could go for some snow.
Yeah, we could use a little snow, not a lot.
Yeah, how about snow and like 20 degrees? Can we do that?
Snow, 20 degrees, and no wind.
Okay, perfect. All right, there's our forecast. That is our...
I wish that was our forecast.
That is what we will wish for. But we keep doing this up and down thing. So 30s, and then we're going to be in the teens, and then back to the 30s. And it's just been kind of a goofy January, right? So anyway, well, here we are on a Monday, and just talked with somebody over at the Y, and we were commenting how fast the weekends go. But so does the week. The week just flies by.
Week flies by. We kind of had a sick household last week, and so nothing really got done that we had to get done.
Is everybody well now?
Oh, everybody's fine now.
Okay, good.
But we all got better before the weekend, and so we were trying to get everything done that we didn't get done over the week. And so just we were running everywhere. We were all over the place. And it's just like, we're finally all healthy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, I accomplished a couple of things over the weekend, and they were not big things, but things that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I had a couple of drawers in a closet that really needed to be addressed. So I got those things done. And I found myself throwing out a lot of stuff, and it feels so good. And then I think, what did I say that for? How come I have this? And, you know, just getting down to some January cleaning. So
yeah, we probably need to do that.
Yeah, it felt good to do that. I still need to go through clothes again. I just have way too many clothes. That's just all there is to it, because they're jam-packed in there, and I just don't need all those. I don't know what I've been thinking, but somebody else could make use of those, so I'm gonna pass some of those along. And then let's see what else. Got a couple of pendant lights hung.
Okay.
Which have been in a box now for, I don't know, a week or a week and a half, and I've been really anxious to get them up. And I happened to mention it yesterday to my daughter, and I said, I just want to find somebody to put these up for me. And she goes, you and I can do that. And I said, are you sure? I'm not so nuts about working with electricity, but sure enough, she just hopped up there, and half an hour later, I had 2 new pendant lights.
Nice.
I know. So pays to have somebody who knows what they're doing.
Now, speaking of lights, have you ever had this happen to you? We've got little recessed, little weird-looking lights that are in our kitchen. There's just a whole bunch of them.
Like can lighting in the ceiling?
Yeah, it's in the ceiling, and they're little tiny little lights and stuff.
Okay.
Well, we had one go out a while back.
Oh, boy.
And I kept thinking, every time I get to Home Depot, the lights used to be up front. So you'd see the lights go, oh, hey, I need a new light. But now they're in the back. And
they're in the back. Oh, yeah, I've got a whole light bulb story for you.
And so I'm like, okay, I'm out at Home Depot. I need to get some stuff. Oh, I need lights. So I went there, and they've got 2 different versions. There's daylight, and then there's the whatever. And it's like sitting here trying to rack my brain going,
okay.
Which one was it? And sure enough, I grabbed the daylight. I plug
Wrong
it in.
ones.
It's the wrong one. So it's like one little section of the kitchen
Okay.
just looks wrong.
You and I did the very same thing. That's what I did yesterday too. So get these new light fixtures in, and then I had misbought one light bulb, and they're those goofy kind of round ones like you'd put up over your bathroom vanity kind of thing. But I want them to be clear.
Yep.
And the one I bought had this like orangey thing in the middle, and it's ugly and it looks awful. And when you turn it on, it's this weird, goofy light, and I hate it. Okay, so I went back yesterday to get 2 new ones, and I knew what I was looking for. I love the one that I had. So I thought that's what I was buying. And I did ask some questions, and I said, I don't want it to be that weird yellow thing. Is this the weird yellow thing? And they said, no, this is the bright. This will be very white. So I thought that's what I wanted, but I bought the daylight. Oh my goodness, it's obnoxious.
Yeah, that's one section of our kitchen.
Okay, there are too many choices. Ladies, you know how hard it is to buy jeans? Buying light bulbs is harder. So now I'm going back for the second time with these stupid light bulbs, and I'm going to take the one I like and say, find me this light bulb. And if I have to come back here again, it is so frustrating.
Yeah.
First of all, it took me a while to find the light bulbs because they moved everything.
Because they're way in the back.
But I cannot seem to find the right, and I hate the LED stuff.
Yep.
And what you have to know with LED is if you want it to be, you have to buy the soft light.
Yeah.
And that's what we want was soft lighting, not daylight. Oh my goodness. Daylight will burn your ceiling. I mean, it's just crazy white.
Yeah, it's a little 35 watt little bulb, and it's just.
Well, mine was 60, so you
wow.
can imagine how bright it was. And it was just horrid. And it took this really pretty light fixture and just made it homely. So I'm back again today. More returning, more shopping. But I'm going in there armed with the light bulb this time and saying, this is what I want.
Well, the funny thing is, the little section that's over is where the garbage and recycling is. So it's like brightest on like the most trashiest part of that
Oh,
room.
gosh. Isn't that just how it goes? Well, anyway, so the light bulb saga goes on. Isn't it funny that you and I had the very same experience over the weekend? And I was so excited to get these up, and get them working. And anyway, because, I'm so impatient that if John doesn't get around to it immediately, I got to find somebody to do this. So, so I think my daughter and I made a pretty good team yesterday, and it wasn't nearly as hard as I thought something like that might be. It's pretty easy, but I would never have tackled it on my own.
No. Especially with electrical stuff, you got to have a second person there.
Well, yeah. And you need somebody to hold it while somebody else is up in the ceiling, and I'm not super comfortable standing in the middle of my island, and anyway, so got that done. So a few things that I've been wanting here now for the last couple of weeks, and the drawer and closet thing for maybe a year. I've been looking at that thinking, gotta do something. But for some reason, on Friday morning, I had kind of just a blast of energy, and I dug in. So my goal was to get 2 drawers done, and after you do that, then you're incentivized to keep going. So
but my wife always says, if the spirit moves you, can you do this today? And it's like, okay.
Yeah, but you know what? And she's right. Sometimes you just have to be in the right mood to get that stuff done. And other times you look at it and you think, ugh. But when the spirit does move you, boy, keep moving, right?
Darn right.
Yeah, for sure. Well, of course, a lot of things happening over the weekend, and sadly, it usually involves Minneapolis, Minnesota. Minnesota Senator Tina Smith said Sunday that the Trump administration is, in her words, attempting to cover up what happened.
They released a video of what happened.
They did. I know. Nobody is covering up anything. Of course, she's talking about the fatal shooting of Renee Good, a U.S. citizen and mother of 3. I love how they always follow her name by that. Shot by an ICE agent in Minneapolis. Speaking on ABC's This Week, Smith said federal officials are trying to shape the narrative rather than confront the facts. The shooting has sparked ongoing nationwide protests. And it doesn't matter to these people what the truth actually is, even if they see it for their own eyes. If you hear, there are even videos that are circulating on social media of her wife filming it and the audio that was going on behind it. They were clearly there to impede law enforcement. And I mean, I
I feel bad that she got shot, but she tried to run over a cop.
Absolutely. It's a tragedy that anyone lost their life. No question about that. But she put herself in that position and made a very, very bad decision to try to accelerate and drive into a law enforcement officer. So, never good when someone loses their life. But here we are, and they're talking about, this will never be fair. This will never be a fair trial. We don't know exactly what happened. Well, watch the video with your own eyes. He acted in self-defense, and I think that's what they'll come up with. Of course, his name is out there now.
Yeah.
And so life for him is changed forever. He will probably no longer be living in Minnesota, and I don't blame him. And here's a question. Where are the Minneapolis police in all of this?
Oh, they're told to stand down.
Pretty much not there.
Yep.
So thanks to that, here we go, George Floyd all over again.
Yeah, there's screenshots of dispatch or headquarters saying stand down from all the protests and stuff. Yep.
Okay, so let the city burn. Are we going to do that again?
Pretty much.
Oh, wow. You would think that Walz, with all of the garbage that's surrounding him, he would want to right the ship just a little bit.
This is distracting, though. This is distracting from all the fraud.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. And really, what does he have to lose? I mean, he is a disgraced politician. He'll never be in politics again. He's just going to go down the road.
We can only hope.
Well, where would he go?
I don't know.
But you're right. I mean,
he's like a cockroach. He just keeps coming back.
I guess. Have to get stronger spray. Anyway, President Trump warned on Sunday that Cuba will no longer receive oil or money from Venezuela following Nicolas Maduro's ouster. On Truth Social, he advised Havana to make a deal before it is too late. And their president rejected the threat, writing on X that Cuba is a free, independent, and sovereign nation and ready to defend the homeland to the last drop of blood. Gee, that sounds like everyone's getting along. President Trump is reviewing U.S. options to respond to deadly protests now happening in Iran, where hundreds have been killed and thousands have been detained. I don't know if you've seen any of the footage, but it's awfully sad. Just a lot of body bags laying on the ground, all in order, people identifying their loved ones. Just a terrible, scene there for sure. Trump warned last week that the United States may act if Iran continues using violence against demonstrators. Protests began December 28th over inflation, food shortage, and water mismanagement. They reported at least 538 deaths and more than 10,000 arrests.
And notice nobody's protesting that in the U.S.
Right, exactly.
Israel, we got to take the streets. We got to take to the quads.
Yep. Yeah, I guess you'd pick your protests. Senator Chris Murphy said on Sunday that the annexation of Greenland would be the end of NATO. The Connecticut Democrat made the comment on NBC's Meet the Press, responding to questions about President Trump's interest in taking control of the Danish territory. Murphy noted that Greenland is part of Denmark, a NATO member, and said that the alliance would then be obligated to defend it. Speaking of Meet the Press, Tom Homan was on with Kristen Welker, and she is something, I tell you. She just went, here they're talking about the ICE raids in Minneapolis, and I can understand that. That's top of the news.
Yep.
But then before it was over, she said, what about this investigation into you taking $50,000? Well, first, and his answer was, listen, that has already been taken care of. I never received any money. The case is closed. It's done, over. Yes, but did you receive it? And he said, you know, are you guilty? And he said, the case is closed. I'm going to refer that to the FBI. They're the guys who took a look at that. If you want those questions answered, you ask them. And I bet she asked the same question repeatedly in a row about 5 or 6 times. And finally he said, you know what? I'm done answering that. I've given you my answer a couple of times now. You can ask as many times as you want, but I'm done answering that question. She's just something. And then to drill down on that, you know, when they're talking about the ICE raids.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is a show I don't even know why I ever tune in, because I end up being angry at the end of every one.
She's not very good at her job.
Well, she's good in that she, you know, will go after somebody, and often if they give an answer, she'll say, well, that's not really true because blah, 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 and then she'll give her viewpoint, and then she goes on to the next question, so you don't have a chance to defend it. So she's dirty, I think, in terms of the way that she interviews people. All right, well, the sound of that means that we are at the bottom of the show. We'll come back, talk about lots of other things, including, of course, what's up at the American Legion and what the Wednesday special is. We always look forward to that. So more of that coming up in the second half of the show here on Morning Talk.
Back with more Morning Talk with Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop. Brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. After the markets on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
This is Craig Olson. Join me every Saturday morning at 8 for the Coaches Show, presented by the Viking Cafe on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Football, basketball, soccer, hockey, volleyball, swimming, cross country. I interview area coaches to discuss the season, recap the last game, and preview upcoming games. Catch the live show at 8 on Saturday morning on News Talk 1250 KBRF and the live stream and archived shows at KBRFradio.com. Just click on Sports Streaming. The Coaches Show, presented by the Viking Cafe.
When a loved one passes, we understand that honoring and preserving your family legacy matters. Hi, I'm Ryan Welly with the Fergus Falls Monument Company. Creating your everlasting memorial is our specialty, and creating and crafting them locally is all that we do. Our inventory is extensive, so costs are manageable with the almost unlimited number of designs for you to choose. Your memorial preserves your family legacy with an everlasting warranty now and forever, guaranteed. Call us, visit us online at fergusfallsmonument.com. Memorials that matter.
Got a room in your house that's seen better days? News Talk 1250 KBRF is teaming up with Fergus Home and Hardware to give you a chance to fix it with our Ugly Room Rescue Contest. One lucky winner will receive a free consultation with a Fergus Home and Hardware designer, 3 gallons of Valspar pristine paint, and professional painting by Patriot Painting of Fergus Falls. That's an $850 prize to transform your ugliest room. Enter now at KBRFradio.com and give your home a fresh start with the Ugly Room Rescue.
KBRFradio.com news. Get the news that matters delivered straight to your inbox. With KBRF Daily Headlines, you'll stay up to date on everything happening in your community. Sign up today and receive a roundup of the day's top stories all in one email. It's fast, convenient, and it's always free. From local updates to breaking news, KBRF brings you the headlines you need right at your fingertips. Visit KBRFradio.com and sign up for email news sent right to your inbox, delivered by Cooper's Office Supply.
KBRF presents Where to Eat, the culinary adventure, sponsored by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food in Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Zach Daniels.
And I'm Dave Bishop, your guide to the region's culinary treasures.
Join us as we explore various restaurants, uncover delicious meals, and highlight each restaurant's signature dish.
Experience diverse cuisine types, unique atmospheres, and must-try dishes. Check it out on KBRFradio.com and the Fergus Now app.
New episodes air every first Friday of the month. Where to Eat, powered by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Find out why the markets are moving. Get in-depth ag information with the Red River Farm Network on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
I'm Tyler Donaldson here on the Red River Farm Network with your market update. Grains markets trading mostly higher ahead of today's highly anticipated USDA supply and demand report. Wheat contracts, KC wheat about 9.5 cents higher here. Minneapolis contracts trading about 4.5 to 5 cents higher. Paris milling wheat futures stronger this morning, also have moved higher for the fourth time in the last 5 days. Expectations for today's report showing only minor changes in U.S. wheat ending stocks, but there is a possibility USDA could give a modest boost to exports. On the world stage, should be further increases in global production, along with Argentine and Russian crops likely to be raised. World wheat stocks are expected to be up to an 8-year high at more than 40 million metric tons larger than a year ago. On the seeding side, traders looking for an average all-wheat seeding number of 32.3 million acres, which would be close to 1 million acres lower than last year. Checking out corn ahead of today's report, December stocks, traders looking for mostly bullish corn report. Market getting some outside help as a recently released subpoena against the Federal Reserve sent the U.S. dollar lower. Dow Jones analyst survey also looking for just over 2 bushels per acre fall in corn yields and production number. That's still a record large 16.544 billion bushels. That'd be about 228 million bushels lower than in December, however. Reporting agriculture's business, you're listening to the Red River Farm Network.
Don Wick here on behalf of the North Dakota Gelbvieh Association. Bailey March of Golden Buckle Gelbvieh is here to preview the Golden Rule Sale.
The North Dakota Golden Rule Sale weekend kicks off on Friday, January 23rd. All the cattle will be in place at Kiss Livestock in Mandan around noon. That evening, we just have a kind of an informal consignor and potential buyer social at the Ramada Inn in Bismarck. On Saturday, the cattle are available for viewing all day out at Kiss Livestock there in Mandan. On the 25th, it is sale day out at Kiss Livestock. Sale starts at 2 o'clock. North Dakota Golden Rule Sale catalog will be available at our website, ndgelbviehassociation.com, or you can find it on dvauction.com. And if you're out of state and not able to attend the sale, DV Auction will have online bidding available.
The North Dakota Golden Rule Sale, January 25th at Kiss Livestock, Mandan.
The stories that matter to you and your bottom line matter to us.
We've had a little ridge of high pressure, say a little upward bump in the jet stream.
So if you're an investor, a lot of that money can be either better utilized somewhere else or is costing you a lot more money to keep in commodities.
Many of those same clients in those states are really suffering with some issues on the rainfall shortages.
No one covers agriculture better than the Red River Farm Network. We're reporting agriculture's business.
This is farm broadcaster Don Wick. Join the Red River Farm Network for coverage from the 107th Annual American Farm Bureau Federation annual meeting in Anaheim, California. We'll have the scoop on the policies and perspectives impacting agriculture in 2026. The Red River Farm Network coverage is sponsored by NDFB, Minnesota Farm Bureau, and South Dakota Farm Bureau. On air, online, and on the go, the Red River Farm Network is reporting agriculture's business.
May wheat Minneapolis is 4 3/4 higher to 5.82 3/4. Chicago May wheat's up 6 3/4 at 5.35 1/2. KC wheat's 9.5 cents higher, trading 5.39 3/4. March corn up 3/4 cent to 4.46 1/2. January soybeans 3.5 higher at 10.52. March canola in Winnipeg's up 8.40 per metric ton to 632.10 Canadian. February live cattle are $1.85 higher at 235.57. January feeders up 60 cents to 361.32. February hogs trading $1.27 lower, 84.02. Reporting agriculture's business, you're listening to the Red River Farm Network.
Got a room in your house that's seen better days? News Talk 1250 KBRF is teaming up with Fergus Home and Hardware to give you a chance to fix it with our ugly room rescue contest. One lucky winner will receive a free consultation with a Fergus Home and Hardware designer, 3 gallons of Valspar pristine paint, and professional painting by Patriot Painting of Fergus Falls. That's an $850 prize to transform your ugliest room. Just text RESCUE to 321-1926 and give your home a fresh start with the Ugly Room Rescue.
When a loved one passes, we understand that honoring and preserving your family legacy matters. Hi, I'm Ryan Welly with the Fergus Falls Monument Company. Creating your everlasting memorial is our specialty, and creating and crafting them locally is all that we do. Our inventory is extensive, so costs are manageable with the almost unlimited number of designs for you to choose. Your memorial preserves your family legacy with an everlasting warranty now and forever, guaranteed. Call us, visit us online at fergusfallsmonument.com. Memorials that matter.
KBRF presents Where to Eat, the culinary adventure, sponsored by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food in Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Zach Daniels.
And I'm Dave Bishop, your guide to the region's culinary treasures.
Join us as we explore various restaurants, uncover delicious meals, and highlight each restaurant's signature dish.
Experience diverse cuisine types, unique atmospheres, and must-try dishes. Check it out on KBRFradio.com and the Fergus Now app.
New episodes air every first Friday of the month. Where to Eat, powered by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food of Fergus Falls.
KBRFradio.com news. Get the news that matters delivered straight to your inbox. With KBRF Daily Headlines, you'll stay up to date on everything happening in your community. Sign up today and receive a roundup of the day's top stories all in one email. It's fast, convenient, and it's always free. From local updates to breaking news, KBRF brings you the headlines you need right at your fingertips. Visit KBRFradio.com and sign up for email news sent right to your inbox, delivered by Cooper's Office Supply.
News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the Fergus Now app on your phone. It is a 9:37, and time for one of my favorite segments. It's Two Marys and a Dave.
All right, and we say good morning to Mary at the American Legion. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
Well, good. It's Monday, but you know, when we visit with you on a Monday, it always makes it a little bit more palatable because we're talking about some really good homemade food that's going to be available to us starting on Wednesday.
That's right. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. Our carryout is from 11 to 8 Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and 3 to 8 on Saturday. And dine-in is 3 to 8 all 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So
okay.
Join us by carryout or dine-in anytime.
Okay, that sounds great. Well, I feel like we need a drum roll. What's the Wednesday special this week?
We had a few people ask for tater tot hot dish, so we decided to go with tater tot hot dish.
Oh, what a great, that's always a good fallback, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's a favorite.
Yeah, I love tater tot hot dish. Never get tired of that. So, okay, so tater tot hot dish, I'm sure there'll be a treat with it, right?
Yep, I'm sure there'll be coleslaw with it and a treat of some kind and a dinner roll, of course. But
okay,
you'll get filled up.
Okay, for sure. So that's the Wednesday special. And you've got some really, really good desserts that are your features. And then, of course, lots of other desserts available, too.
We do. Our dessert features for the month of January are cookies and cream cheesecake, a graham cracker pie, which is that graham cracker crust with a vanilla custard filling and meringue on top. That was a favorite long before COVID, and we kind of lost track of it during COVID, and now we're having it for a feature. So hopefully we'll have that more often. And also a peppermint cheesecake ice cream dessert.
Ooh, sounds really good. Okay. You know, peppermint in the winter, that's not just a Christmas thing. It's not just for Christmas anymore. How's that?
Well, I thought it was for Christmas, but then people said that they liked it and they wanted us to keep having it, so I said sure, one less thing to think about.
All right, it feels wintry to me rather than Christmassy. So
good point.
Oh boy, nothing I love more than peppermint. Okay, so lots of good things to eat, and of course, I know you guys do a lot of catering, or if somebody's just having a meal. I know my mom used to do this all the time. She would invite people over, and then she'd have me come out and pick up ribs for everybody. And I know there's people who do that kind of thing. They like to entertain, but maybe they don't like to do the cooking, and you guys can do it for them.
We do a lot of that, and we're happy to do it. It's kind of our happy place. So, yeah, if you need something for dinner and you need it served differently than what we typically do, we can package things however you like them, whether you want them in pans that you'll bring back to us, or if you want disposable things, or if you want to caramelize at home, or whatever you want, we can make it work on our end. So
yeah,
just tell us what you need and we'll figure it out.
You guys are so accommodating. I know that That's one of the things my mom enjoyed most was having people over, but she didn't want to do the cooking, and so she always let you guys do it. So,
well, we were happy to do that for your mom.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if we would like to order the Wednesday special or anything else, what's the best number for us to call?
Give us a call at 739-4633.
All right. Mary, have a great week. We'll talk to you next Monday.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Mary from the American Legion, our guest and sponsor on the show today. So, okay, are you one of these people? You don't leave the house without, want to guess?
Your phone?
Nope.
Locking it?
No, but your phone, that would have been my first guess too. Headphones.
Oh yeah, I leave them without headphones
me
all the
too.
time.
You know what my other guess would have been? A water bottle. That's me. I never leave home without my water bottle.
Yeah, I can get water wherever I'm usually going.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not going to an
always have it.
exercise class, so I mean, Jen does those classes and stuff, so she always brings her water bottle there, and I guess she's got one at work. But I've got a water bottle here that I use here. I got one at home that I use at home. If I'm at my folks' house, I just go get a glass of water.
It's so funny. The first thing I do in the morning is fill that up so it's ready for the day, and it's got enough ice so that I can keep refilling water and the ice stays. And then just before I go to bed, I fill it up because if I'm awake multiple times during the night, I always go and have a sip of water. And so I would have answered, I never leave home without my water bottle. But this one says, most adults will not leave home without their headphones. Now, I don't know, but don't you see it everywhere? I mean, people are shopping at the grocery store and they've got their headphones in. They're driving in their car, which I think may be illegal.
It is illegal because you can't hear emergency sirens.
Right, with their headphones on. No matter where they are, they've got those earbuds.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow.
I'm just checking Derek to see if he's got his earbuds in.
Does he?
Every once in a while he does.
Okay. Well, and I see people, and I know that when you're working out or even if you're out for a walk, but when I'm outside, I just kind of like being outside and hearing the outside.
I think I'm a little less on the earbud thing than most people for the simple facts. I've got a set of headphones on me while I work. Right now,
all day.
Flip it over to Dave
all day,
Cam.
every day.
Yeah. Big old headphones on.
Yeah.
And that's just, what we do in radio. But I'll use my earbuds when I work out and when I mow. That's it.
Oh, okay. I don't even do it when I mow, but and here's what I discovered.
Yeah, but my mowing is like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, that's very true. Mine is
Jen handles the yard in Fergus, and then Adam handles my parents. I handle the lake, and the lake is a 2 to 3 hour job.
Well, then I can certainly understand that. But here's what I've discovered: my earbuds, for whatever reason, are not taking a charge.
Okay.
Okay. So then I thought, well, okay, so I'll go without earbuds today. And then I never got it done the next day. Oh, I'll go out without earbuds today again, and today, and today, and today. And this was about 2 weeks ago, and I'm still without earbuds in the morning at the gym, and I don't miss them one single bit.
When I'm working out, I love to have a little, just a little clicky.
Right.
I've got my little mix that I use that has a steady beat. Almost all the songs have the same beat, and then I use that for pacing myself while I'm walking.
I can see that.
And it was kind of funny because Jen was getting ready for something. I don't remember what she was doing, but she wanted, hey, what's your playlist? And I went through my playlist for my running playlist, and she's like, I don't know half those songs, and I'm like, well, maybe you should learn them. They're good songs. But they always have the beat. But I mean, it's like, Slade, Run Away, she didn't know about. She didn't know about, Cobra Starship either. So but there was a couple songs that she didn't really know, but a lot of them are just,
good beat.
Good beats.
Yeah. Well, I found that I don't really miss them, and I usually read when I'm working out. And depending on what you're doing, if
I'm not coordinated enough to read.
Well, and I'm on I'm not running on a treadmill. That would be hard. But on a, like an elliptical machine.
Oh, yeah, I guess
you can still read when you're on an elliptical, and sometimes I have to bring the words up, a little bigger font maybe. But it's doable, and the time goes so fast for me. That's why I like to read.
Well, if you're reading, I can see not using earbuds.
I did both before.
Really?
And-
That I'd find that heavily distracting.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that or how even, because I'm pretty easily distracted. But what I found is that I didn't really need my earbuds and that's about the only time I ever used them. But and maybe you're right, it has something to do with us wearing earbuds or headphones
all day.
every single day. And
Yeah.
you wear yours all day. I don't. But anyway, it says that most people say they can't leave the house without their earbuds. So anyway, despite heavy usage, they don't really ever consider what it's doing to their hearing.
Oh, it does terrible things to your hearing.
It does. Anyway, 15% regularly ignore the phone warnings. Like if you have it too loud, your phone says, hey, this is excessive, you should turn it down. But a lot of people just
keep going
ignore it. And those are the people that when you're walking around the track with them, you can hear their playlist, outside of their headphones. Anyway, 21% of people experience ear ringing after loud listening sessions.
Oh, wow. That's doing damage there.
Yeah, and so if you do that, if you use them all the time, you are to be careful, and especially if you get a warning on your phone that the volume is excessive, you really should turn it down. I don't know about you, but I find the older I get, the longer I'm in radio, the louder my headphones become.
Oh, yeah, I've got to slowly go up. I mean, that AM static and stuff, I know it's absolutely destroyed my ears.
Yep.
28 years of that, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, if you made a New Year's resolution, half of the adults that made them are saying, yeah, I'm probably going to fail within 2 months.
All right, my New Year's resolution really won't take effect, or I won't have the payoff or the knowing until June. So I've got.
Oh, right,
because
you're getting ready for, I'm
going to try to
better
go
your time.
under 40 minutes for the Lake Region Run.
Okay, I think that is a very good goal, and that gives you plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
To work up to that goal.
My wife's laughing at me.
Is she?
Yeah, she's like, you're not going to do that.
Yeah, I think you will. I have faith in you. I think you're going to do that. But anyway, they surveyed about 2,000 adults, and they say that only 8%, 8% believe they won't make the first week. Wow, you're not very dedicated if you can't stick it out for 1 week. 40% of adults made resolutions, and their top reasons for abandoning those goals, including feeling demotivated, giving into temptation, finding tasks too difficult, and noticing that their pledge was making them feel unhappy.
Wow. My pledge made me sad.
Oh, my goodness. And it makes me wonder sometimes if we're giving, especially the younger generation, too many tools to that become excuses for doing things like, oh, we know that you have to decompress, you have to get away, you have to have me time. Blah. In fact, I just heard a story from a friend who was at a local store, and one of the younger people working at the store came to a manager and said, there's just too many people here. I can't do it. This is just too much overstimulation. I have to go. And I'm like, wow. If I was your manager, I'd say, yep, you have to go all right. See ya. Don't come back.
Yeah, hand me your name tag.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, is that what we're making of kids today? Giving the, we know that you need to decompress. Oh, my goodness. I never heard you need to decompress. I heard buck up and get the job done.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So, the faster you work, the faster these people leave.
Well, exactly. And here, everybody else that's working there with that same hubbub of people, they're probably 50 plus, but they're doing their job,
If I was
golly.
an employee, not management, I mean, obviously, as a manager, you can't make fun of your employees. But if I was a fellow employee, I would have laughed at her.
I guess the other fellow employees absolutely just completely ignored her, like she wasn't even there. So clearly this has happened before, and they're
wow.
Yeah. Okay, here's a cute story about a young girl named Lily, and she sent a handwritten apology to the New Haven Police Department after she accidentally called 911 on December 21st. That's cute, isn't it? Writing with a magenta marker, Lily explained, "Hey, sorry for calling 911. I thought it was a play phone. I won't do it again." The Connecticut Police Department shared her letter on Facebook and responded publicly to the child. "Lily, we got your letter." Authorities wrote back, "It's okay. Things like that happen." The police drew reactions from other Facebook users who shared similar childhood experiences with accidental emergency calls. And some commenters praised Lily's parents for teaching her to take responsibility for an innocent
I like that,
error. I do
yeah.
too. And to sit down and actually write a letter. Wow. Who does that anymore? You know what? That is something I do. I will send a card from time to time. If I hear that somebody's struggling or having a tough time, or they have something to celebrate, or they've done something nice for someone, or my other thing is a lot of times when there's somebody dies, there's a funeral, you get this wave of cards and condolences, and 1 or 2 months down the road, everyone else is back onto their lives, but you are still grieving because you still lost that person, whoever they are.
Yeah.
And so I try to wait and send that card months down the road saying, "Hey, you haven't been forgotten." Or
just send an extra one.
You haven't been forgotten.
Yeah.
Or keep sending them is another thing. Or even if you know the person well enough, send a text and just say, "You know what, this reminded me of you today, thinking about you," or something like that. I think people like to know that they haven't been forgotten just because it's over and we're back to normal on our behalf. Let's see what else we've got for you. I love this story. Snohomish High School has become Washington State's first school to offer varsity letters for skilled trades.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Wow, I would not have given Washington marks for doing that. Washington State, that is. Thanks to students Elizabeth Bogan and Remus Fox Bailey, who proposed the idea to education officials. It feels really cool to be the person to bring it in and start this for our state and give other people the opportunity to letter, even if they're not in a sport. I like that. So, anyway, and they say that these students already have a leg up when it comes to work ethic, when it comes to their drive, their ability to complete something and complete it on time. So she said, one of the teachers said, they ought to have some recognition in the form of a high school letter. I like that.
Yeah.
Skilled trades letter. That's a good idea. Let's see what else we have for you today. Golden Globes. Do you ever watch any of that garbage?
I didn't watch a single thing. I know Nikki Glaser was hosting it, but that was it.
Yeah, and she was making fun of CBS. What did she called it? CBS.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's making fun of the fact that
they won the fake news category, I think she said.
Something like that. And she's making fun of the whole story about how President Trump sued CBS for editing Kamala Harris's interview. So that's what it was all. It was all sort of, standing behind Kamala Harris and that President Trump had to go after her that way. So it was a bash on Trump the whole time. And I don't know why Hollywood and politics have just become one, but they certainly have. And Nikki Glaser took full advantage of that last night. A lot of the shows, again, haven't heard of. There's a few. There is a dramatic TV series called The Pit.
Oh,
set in a
Jen
hospital.
Loves that show.
Noah Wiley, remember him from
ER and some other stuff.
and yeah. And let's see what else. The Studio.
Never heard of it.
I hadn't heard of that either. Podcasts are even included now. Amy Poehler has one that's called Good Hang. Never heard of it.
No.
But I'm not a podcaster. And that K-pop Demon Hunters earned several wins throughout the night, too.
That's been all over the place.
if you care about the Golden Globes. Often the Golden Globe winners will go on
To win the Oscars
yeah,
and Emmys.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I was looking for the trivia for you today. Oh, here it is. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy. What everyday item did a man by the name of John Walker invent?
Toilet?
Friction matches.
Oh, okay.
There you go. What company invented the floppy disk in 1970?
IBM?
Yep, IBM. I knew you'd have that one. So, there you go.
It was between IBM and 3M.
Okay.
I knew there was an M in there.
Okay. Well, and there's some new food out there. Subway is introducing new protein pockets. Yeah, everybody is high on protein now, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what I don't really know what it is. A pocket sandwich? I don't know. That's new.
I'm just going to go with my normal Subway sandwich.
Yeah, I guess. Arby's has released the peach cobbler roll.
Oh, that's been out for a while.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay. Shake Shack has reintroduced its Korean-style menu. I bet I would love that. I love Korean food. Really good. I had some bulgogi beef tacos over the weekend, and they are so good. So anyway, and that's a Korean dish.
Yeah, Doug used to make that for us.
Oh, I just absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So, okay. Coming up on 10 o'clock, and that is going to wrap it up. Our show today and every day is brought to us by Pioneer Care and by Fergus Monument Company. Have a great Monday.
This is Craig Olson. Join me every Saturday morning at 8.